Right. Hey, welcome back, guys. All right, so special shout out to Decoded. Decoded was like, hey, when's Scorpio coming up? And I said, well, I'll get to Scorpio tomorrow. And then I thought, you know what? It's not even very late yet. Let me just get to Scorpio right now. Why keep you guys waiting? You've been so patient. So let's get into this, shall we? All right, Scorpios, what do we have? Ooh, we start out with the world. That's actually really very timely and great message because it starts us out with, new chapter, brand new beginning. This could be this could be something to do with the Capricorn coming in. Ooh, we keep talking about working well together. Also, starting a new chapter, putting the energy in, being curious enough to like start a new endeavor, whether it's a new romance or whether it's a new like activity or a new job or whatever it is that is fresh and new. There's the excitement and the curiosity to go ahead and invest, learn about whatever this is. Ooh. Well, you've got an empress as well. Okay, there's a very good reason that somebody wants to invest. Anytime we see empress energy, this is I'm starting to think that Scorpio might have knocked somebody's socks off. Scorpio might be the reason someone wants to, straighten up and fly right and, start to invest, and because they see that Scorpio is somebody of great value. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to maybe start something. This feels new. It doesn't feel like an old romance coming back around. It feels new, but it feels like somebody is like changing their ways. Wow, really changing their ways, because we've got the Leo energy coming in with that strength. Now, in this deck, they did invert the strength card. So with the justice, so this is card 11, but it's a strength card, and justice is in this deck is number 8. Normally that's reversed. It just kind of a side note, because I'm thinking of it like, 1111. I'm thinking of it like a divine counterpart energy. Like whomever this is sees Scorpio as somebody that they would want to match. They want to level up to match Scorpio. How is it that they met Scorpio? I mean, they seem very smitten. They seem I like them. I like their attitude, because they're willing to change in positive ways in order to match Scorpio's energy. 10 of Wands, when they met Scorpio, or when they meet Scorpio, since we are talking about this like this is just barely begun or is just about to begin. But they were at a point in their life where they had closed out a cycle anyway. A 10 of Wands is like the closure of fear, guilt, shame, remorse, the kinds of things that they don't need to lug around with them anymore, the kinds of changes that they were ready to make anyhow. We got the 5 of Swords. It is in the reverse. They came into this pretty humble. They came into this maybe having been, I don't know, I feel like this person's a little older, a little wiser. They're not somebody who's going to be so full of themselves that they, nobody can tell them anything. I feel like they're a character who's like really ready to not have conflict. They don't want any more of that. They're not looking for a battlefield. If this is about a romance in particular, and it's starting to feel that way, they're looking for a soulmate. They want compatibility. They want harmony. They want to get to know somebody. They want to see, what other things can I learn? I know there's a bunch of stuff that I don't know about in this lifetime. They don't take stuff for granted. They don't like march around and act like they're in charge of the world and the world needs to bow to them. They've been humbled by life already. They might have been a hothead once upon a time in their life, and they're just not anymore. This is somebody who's like, I even think that they want a partner who they can learn things from, a partner that they can, be kind of like dazzled and delighted to get to know. And I can see why they admire Scorpio so much in this. This is somebody who, in their eyes, is accomplished and quite lovely. Maybe really comes across as like either a business owner or somebody that's made great successes in their life. Somebody who kind of like holds themselves accountable for things, is pretty like productive. And I almost feel like they needed somebody like that in their life. Somebody to, I'm not going to say like to look up to exactly, because they want to be a partner. We see that twice. We see them really ready to give equally to a partnership and see how far could it go. What more will I learn about myself if I'm with this Scorpio? What more could they encourage me to grow into? What more might they encourage me to look at myself and the world differently? You know, that speaks again really highly of this character, because they are walking in kind of an open book. They could be a Pisces, they could be a Capricorn, they could be a Leo. We do have Libra, Taurus also, but that's coming out more with, I think, the way they're looking at Scorpio. Now, of course, this whole thing could be flipped over. The only reason I don't think so is because nowhere here do we actually have Scorpio, right? This all feels like it's somebody else's perception that we're talking about. So let's switch over and let's specifically ask about Scorpio. How does Scorpio feel about this person, if any way at all? Let's see. This is the card that I call the maker of the deck, just because this is Grimalkin's Curious Cats. And this is kind of more like a cover card. I shouldn't have left it in the deck, but I like it, so I do. So this is kind of like the universe. And when I said, what does Scorpio think of this person? If anything, it almost makes me think that we have the Lovers. I was going to say either that Scorpio is sensing that this one's going to be important for whatever reason. It could be Scorpio saying, I think the universe is telling me that this could be an important one, or I got to wait till the universe tells me what the hell this is all about. Well, then we got the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. Look, just let's keep this kind of still light and say, even if it feels like right out of the gate that this could be something really special, every person we could have a special connection with. You know, hopefully we treat every person that we do meet and connect with as if they're special, because they are in some way. We could share a lot of similarities, and that still doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be, you know, the one and only great love of Scorpio's life. But I will say, I'm thinking Scorpio is feeling like this could be more than a little bit important. This feels, if they feel like there's a similarity here, like Scorpio looks at this person and says, I can see something in you that resonates with me. I just know that, you know, we kind of are a bit of a pair. I know that you share something in my heart. I don't know if Scorpio is there yet, because we're not really even officially into the year of the snake yet. And we see the serpent down, you know, in the tree roots. So this could even talk about, like, over time, Scorpio is going to feel more and more like this with this person. As we move further into 2025, year of the snake, as you know, we get to know each other better and the roots get laid down deeper. It starts out really good. This is one of probably the nicest potential love stories that I've seen in such a long time. Ooh. Oh, no, we're not taking those. And I'll show you why. Because when this many just slide out, I don't take that as a shuffle. That was just a sloppy movement on my hand's part. We've got the Three of Swords in the reverse, and we got the Magician upright. I don't even think it's a thought on Scorpio's mind that, oh gosh, I better protect my heart. What, you know, this one could be important, and what if they break my heart? I feel like Scorpio is in such a powerful energy. Both of these people seem to be looking at each other with great admiration, with great interest in getting to know each other. And Scorpio's like, I'm only manifesting something that can keep transforming and getting better and better. I see this person being in my life for a really long time. I think Scorpio can already see that whatever happens with us, I still feel like we're gonna be something. You know, can't count our chickens till they hatch about, you know, is this going to be the great love of a lifetime? But I could see me manifesting more with this person. I'm not even a little bit concerned or thinking about, like, oh gosh, what if my heart gets broken? I'm glad Scorpio doesn't think along those lines. I think that's super powerful. That speaks really well of like Scorpio's like personal mindset and their empowerment, you know, and the way they look at things like love and things like relationship. They don't go, oh my gosh, I'm so fearful. I care about somebody. Oh gosh, now I'm vulnerable. This is a very empowered Scorpio. This is somebody who's just got their wits about them, which is really nice to see. So let's turn to the universe and ask, universe, does this relationship have some legs? By the way, this person that is so drawn toward Scorpio, we do see them coming out as a lion twice. They could have some magnificent shaggy hair, or they could have like coarser hair, or I don't know. I'm kind of picturing somebody that's like Heath Ledger comes to mind, you know, like that Australian, you know, like glorious hair that just has, maybe they will be Australian or something, but it's something about their features or their hair or something could be unique and particularly beautiful and show some kind of like natural energy to them, some kind of like natural wildness. Ah, Sabrina, yes, my pleasure, honey. Thank you so much for being here. We've got that 5 of Pentacles. The universe comes in and says, well, maybe these two are going to keep each other company on this journey through life. It'd certainly be a lot easier if there are two people, both of whom haven't found what they were looking for, and now they find it in each other. They could be each other's perfect complement because they each are interested in, like, both of these characters have come across as if they want to like share, they want to give to each other. They like this closeness, this togetherness, the way they feel like, I finally, oh, what's that song? Is that Bryan Adams? I finally found someone to share my nights with. I finally found someone. It just feels like both of them have the same energy. The universe says, though, hang on, we got the 5 of Pentacles followed by the Prince of Wands. This feels transitional, and this is about, you know, only getting half of something. But this is the turning point. Okay, so both of them have had in the past relationships that didn't really go anywhere. Relationships where they gave, the other person didn't. Relationships where started out passionate but didn't last. They might have dealt with players in the past. They might have dealt with, you know, just unsatisfying connections in the past. That is so not the way this one is. Everything about this feels different, right? The way they've treated Scorpio from the gate has been, you know, the World card. This feels different. The way Scorpio has looked at them, the first thing we got was Grimalkin himself. The universe popped in, and Scorpio was like, yeah, there's something special about this one. This is so beautiful. Oh, Sabrina, you angel. Thank you. You're so generous. Thank you, honey. So many times. Thank you from my heart. This is so beautiful that Scorpio and this person are both getting a taste of something different. They have not had this with previous relationships, from what I can tell. 6 of Pentacles. We keep seeing them ready to give to each other. We keep seeing them. And again, the hand of the divine is very heavy in this, or very gentle, I guess I should say, but very prominent in this, right? We keep seeing somebody that is really at peace, really empowered, really, you know, kind of like in a high vibration as far as like their own personal energy goes. That I think that explains a lot about why Scorpio and this person are both ready to be in a partnership where they give. It's because they've found peace within themselves and they're ready to have a relationship that complements them. But I think it's because they found inner peace, like within their, you know, their belief systems, or, you know, the core values, or their connection to the universe. We have this King of Wands upright also. Everything here keeps showing us love, protection. This is Horus. He's the falcon god, you know, from the Egyptian pantheon. And so this is kind of a universally recognized, you know, the eye of the falcon. The Horus's eye is like a image of like protection. And I have to say, once again, this feels very divinely guided, and it feels like a divinely protected union, and it feels like they both know it. These characters are not approaching this relationship like it's going to be a one-hit wonder. They're not approaching this potential, like, ooh, wow, they're so hot. They're approaching it like, wow, this person, I would love to see what it feels like to be in their company more. I would love to shift gears in order to like fit better into this person's life. And I feel like both of them are like coming into this with such honor and such respect. I feel like they will protect the relationship. I feel like they will both really honor this relationship. And maybe that's the key component that is so frequently missing, in some of the love stories where it's just like, wow, people can't seem to, get on the same page. It's because they're not approaching it with reverence. These two seem to approach each other with this amazing honor. We have the sun, and this is Invictus Soul, and which means the invincible sun. And in the kind of like Roman warriors, that kind of like they had like a brotherhood, if you will, where they had like this creed that they lived by as warriors, and it was very much about like protecting the weak, and a kind of trying to follow this code of conduct that was supposed to be more honor based. And I would just add that into this storyline because that is the way they're approaching this relationship. They're both very straightforward in the fact that they want to honor each other. They want to honor and protect this. They're both operating with integrity, and they really want this to be successful. And success for the two of them, they share the same vision. I want to be happy with you. I mean, we didn't see any hint of worry coming off of Scorpio. We saw Scorpio only looking at this like, man, I think it's going to be important. I can feel this person already shares some energy with my own heart. I'm not worried about getting a heart broken at all. I think we could transform this and keep it going, keep it growing. They looked at Scorpio right out of the gate and they're like, man, this is like my chance to change my life. I've met somebody I would want to give to and share with, and someone that I think I could learn more from, and somebody that I admire, and someone that I would want to better my own life to sit beside them. I don't usually see storylines that are this consistently positive. Like, this is pretty unusual. If that is like part of the energy of moving into 2025, this is so awesome. It's about time. It's probably one of the nicest Scorpio stories we've had in a long time. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Kim Mitchell, great to see you. Shout out to you in Australia. How perfect is that? What great timing. All right, you guys, thank you again. Sabrina, thank you. You are so generous. Thank you, love. All right, everybody, have a beautiful evening. Lots of love. I will see you again soon. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye, guys.